Woo! What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pliyo, and today we have a new feature banner starring Cid and Lucia. Oh my god. So without further ado, let's look into today's banner. And as they say, age before beauty. So let's start with it. This outfit for me looks really solid, really good. I really like everything that I'm seeing. The classic pilot goggles, the colors, the lance, the shoulder pad. Love it. Let's look into the start. Dark Flyer, physical and magic ward, physical and magic defense, plus 15%. It's really good. Never bad to have an extra defense. Levin Spell Arcanum is the new thing that they are doing. So we saw this in Vincent Banner and we saw this in Tifa Limited Banner. Lightning ability damage plus 30%, and then one magical ability damage or physical when your command stance is max. So this is really interesting because in the past we used to have Arcanum, which is 35% of one element. Now we have a different thing, which is clearly better as long as the fight lasts enough for you to have your max stance. Sometimes in ranked fights, you never get your max stance. So in a way, you lose the second line. And the classic Arcanum could potentially be better, but in general, this is going to be way, way better than the previous Arcanum. So this is really interesting. It's a lot of damage. 30 plus, then 20 is 50% extra damage, just with one outfit. Then Dragoon Lance, at level 120, it has 674 magic attack. It's not really the highest. The ability costs 4 ATBs, and it deals 670% magical lightning damage to all enemies, so also not really the highest. As we have seen, Zack does more damage, but there is more. Let's continue. When Cid HP is 50% or more, lightning resist is decreased potency mid to all enemies. Now, this is really interesting because the potency can go up to high. So on your second time that you use it, after 8 ATBs, then you have down high. And then when buff is granted to self, it does a bit more damage, 1.2 damage. So in that sense, it might be at the same level-ish than Zack in terms of damage. Boost magic attack, 46 points, not the highest. Lightning potency, 39 points, not the highest. And it breaks cross seal, which is really good. Overall, this is really interesting because Cid, if you had Enfeeble with Cid, it could be interesting because we don't have many weapons yet that do imperil to all enemies, right? Lightning resist decrease to all enemies is quite... We don't have many weapons. We don't have many options. It's quite new as a concept. Although we have seen Lucia's in the past and there are, I think, not many options, but it's getting more common. Great. Interesting. The only thing is... This is only interesting, in my opinion, if you want to fight the 16 ranking event, which is like Thunder and Earth, or if you have Enfeeble in Cid. If you don't have Enfeeble in Cid, I think you're going to miss a lot of potential here. Also, Cid is still like, not really like a unit that has gotten so much love, right? Let's look now into... Oh my god. She is so pretty. Like, she could be like my beauty standard of like, my god, man. This and Dua Lipa. Okay, insane. And I'm just getting lost into this outfit and yeah, I'm not gonna know how to speak anymore. So let's look into the stats. Dealer's Tailcoat, physical and magic ward, same than the similar to Cid, physical and magic defense plus 15%. Earth and Silk Hat, okay, similar but different element. Earth ability damage plus 30%, max physical ability damage plus 20%. Okay, this is extremely good. The only thing is she used to have an Earth weapon already that was magical. Let's have a look into this one. Rifle of the Hand. At max level, 684 physical attack. Okay, that's pretty high. It deals 620% physical earth damage to a single enemy. Okay. Earth resist is decreased potency mid to that enemy, and then it could go to high after that. Okay, this is really interesting. And then when HP is 50% or more, physical defense is also decreased potency mid, and it can go up to high. Okay, this is very interesting because, well, first of all, it's physical, so it could pair with Tifa. Boost physical attack 46 points, boost physical ability potency 39 points, and breaks triangle seal. Okay, Vincent will be proud. It's really interesting because it's like Tempest, I think this, or Blue Bramble from Sephiroth, where they do elemental damage and then also Imperil. On top of that, it's also doing physical defense. So when focusing on a single enemy, it's really interesting. And the outfit, Dealer Tailcoat, especially for people that didn't pull in Vincent, it might be a good opportunity. If you don't have Vincent as an Earth magical user, this outfit will work for Lucia Earth magical or Lucia Earth physical, making her a decent Earth unit if you don't have any and if you want to pull on any. Now, personally, I think I wouldn't do that when you have Tifa, right? Unless you already have Tifa. And then even if you have Tifa, now it's time to ask yourself, which is what we are here to talk about, should you pull on this banner? Well, the key challenge is not the banner per se, right? It's the options that we have available and the team composition. Oh my God, she's blowing a kiss. The team composition, right? So let's say that you bring Lucia into your party because you're going to do a lot of earth damage. Okay, this is really interesting. But earth resistance down could be done with Angel. And physical defense down could also be done with Angel. So what you are seeing here is an alternative if you don't have Angel, basically. If you have him and he is your support unit, then basically you have options. But if you don't have him and you want to get better at Earth, then maybe it could be an option. Although what happens is like we have seen so many limited banners that I think we are either without money, without coins, without hope. Physical earth damage. So he has some ways to do damage, but focusing on support. So Angel could do physical defense to all allies plus increase the physical attack to everyone, right? Which is really interesting. He could also do the earth resistance down and apply build to himself. Also really interesting. And if you wanted to do physical defense down rather than physical attack up, you could bring Greatsword. So you could have a combination where, for example, Angel does physical defense down to all enemies, so not a single one, to all enemies with Greatsword, plus then Shinra Greatsword does earth resistance down. So that's the two things that the weapon, Lucia's weapon, does, right? Then if you bring Iris with Kamura or another unit that could do physical attack up, then you have a super strong composition. Now, the interesting part here is that it's roll compression, right? Roll compression because it's doing plenty of things in just a single weapon. It's doing some damage, it's doing also earth resist down, it's also doing physical defense down. So when focusing on single target enemies, it might be interesting to consider, especially like I have been trying Odin and I managed to clear Odin EX2. I think this weapon could be, I don't know, I still think Angel is better, but this could be an option if you don't have Angel or if you didn't have, or if you already have Tifa. So let's put things straight. If rather than investing here, I will ask myself, do I have already Tifa OB10? Do I have maybe Vincent OB10? Because honestly, don't sleep on this ability. The ability to apply Ice Weakness is just so powerful. You can cheese so many fights by bringing all your Ice team. It becomes like a game of like, just bring your Ice team, just focus on one element and done. In comparison, so we have other better options right now available. So then the question is, do you really want to pull on this one? I guess, I mean, of course, this banner is tailor-made to the 16 event. the ranking event, which I'm not really keen on, because I just want to get better at guild battles. These kind of like individual events, because we don't have a leaderboard, which is the thing I keep complaining about. Or advocate. Let's say advocating. I'm advocating for a leaderboard. Then it doesn't. Yeah. Anyhow, so recap. I think this is an easy skip. Honestly, easy skip for everyone, unless you are a collector, of course. I honestly think this outfit looks fantastic, but even better, this outfit, dude. Like, if I was a Lucia main, I would be over the moon right now. And I really want her to get more outfits and more banners, because it's just sad. Like, I think a few of you have been saying this in the comments, and I really agree with you. Like, it's hard to invest in these three feature units. Cid may get some love in the future, but Lucia and Zack, they are so gone from the roster. They are so gone from the meta. So, like, if you pull on them, it's because you want to do really good on the 16 events. You want to clear every single thing, which makes sense. You are probably then a Kraken or a Whale, which makes sense. But for normal free-to-play players or low spenders, I don't think this makes sense. So me personally, I'm not even going to go for anything. Not Zack, not Cid, not Lucia. And if I go for anything, it will just be saving until the next Aerith banner, which will come at some point. The good thing as well is that if you pull on these ones, you could get the ultimate weapon from Zack. But still, like, Zack is not. It's a dead unit in a way. I mean, with all the respect to like Zack lovers, because I think I love Zack and I wish he could get more love as well. It's the challenge that we have. Like, we have so much love for Tifa, which she deserves a lot of love. Like, she's amazing. But like, look at this. But then Iris, Tifa, Vincent as well, they are getting so much love. And maybe Sephiroth a bit. Cloud, of course, only limited banners. And the challenge is that other units get left behind. So, yeah, I think I'll be careful before pulling on this one. You have until May 1st, right? So you have plenty of time to decide. And also check, honestly, don't miss on one copy of this weapon. Could be fantastic from Vincent. And if you want to get better at Earth, look at this. Like, compare this to the 16 Lucia weapon. This does 1,120% physical Earth damage. One challenge of the limited weapons, I would say, is that if you don't have the OB6 at least, at the very least, or OB10, then you are missing out. But look at this. Physical attack to all allies. Earth damage is increased. ADB plus 3 on the first use. Earth potency. This as a secondary is fantastic. As a primary is also fantastic. So I would rather invest here, but yeah, I assume you already have it OB10 or fully skip because you are saving for something else. That's why with the 16 options. And Cid weapon, this magic and lightning damage could pair with Tifa also has like a magic weapon. We haven't looked much into the Thunder options, but the Thunder team, would you bring Cid to your Thunder team when you have Vincent, for example, right, doing magical damage, or Tifa doing magical damage, or even Barret that could do also physical attack down and magic attack down, so you get less damage. Even Angel, very interesting. Yeah, would you Zack as well? He used to get a weapon. I didn't have this one, but like, if you are gonna bring Cid to your Thunder fights, so that you will get the lightning resist decrease to all enemies. Yeah, maybe Cid and then Vincent, for example, and then a healer or someone that Aerith probably, because the ultimate is so powerful. Unless you need to rush it with Kite Sith, with haste or something like that. I haven't checked the debuffs on the 16 rank event, but still, like, isn't it better to just bring another unit that will do like resistance down? Speaking of which, I really hope if someone is listening from the dev team, which I doubt, right? But I'm just speaking to the void. I really think we need a way to filter by, and I think Shushi has said this, and a few of you have said this. We need a way to filter by abilities, because like, I want to check the weapons that do imperil, and I remember a few from Barret and Red, but I know there are others, right? Oh, this one was really powerful, by the way. Fire, ice, and lightning. Look at this. Lightning resists down. That's it. So are you gonna bring Cid when you can bring Iris with Terrat's Rod and then Bahamut Rod or whatever, maybe Kamura? I don't know. I don't think I will, And if it's magical, you can bring Crimson stuff as well. Like Iris has so many options. Why will you bring Cid? Maybe there are good reasons, but I still don't see them. Anyhow, just jumping. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you like this type of content, please consider throwing a like and subscribe, or share with friends and debate the new banner and the state of the game. So, until the next time, cheerios, bye-bye.